Lola deka na magba mala. Brokotogate ishamala. Makana come in, moku talk, moku gist the sweet, gist full everywhere, gist Sarah, and official shout. Welcome, Entertainment Daily lovers, and alright. Welcome, Entertainment Daily lovers. Let's check our sound and let's get into this interesting conversation. Let's get into this interesting conversation. Give me a minute. Let's check our sound, and we are going to get right into the conversation just about now. Let's quickly check our sound. Right into the conversation just about now. Okay. So that sounds good. Okay, so this is a conversation that I want you to drop your 2 cents. I want you to drop your I want you to drop your opinions as you watch this. If you're watching the replay, if you are watching now with us, just drop your comments. I'll read the comments out and let's analyze together. So yes, it's all over social media that Afrobeat singer ASAKE abandoned his father and his baby mama, and that has really sparked a conversation, and a lot of people have their own opinion. Social media, internet is divided. Some people are saying that that's how kids do. They always take care of their mothers more than they do their fathers, and a lot, seriously. So that's what I want us to discuss. But then Ashake also came out and said some things. Though what he said, majority was in like everything. He was just saying, kind of explaining himself a little bit, but in like a song, social media, internet is so it was like in a song kind of. So that's like it. And give me a second. Why do I feel like my sound is not? Yeah. So all right. So that's what we're going to be discussing here, because I just feel like the angle that this whole thing is taking is not even right. And at what point are people going to realize that this world, you're on your own, nobody owe you anything? At the end of the day, the level at which some people pressurize people to do things, parents will be screaming, and you don't care, you don't take care of me, you don't do this, you don't do that. If you plan your life very well, you still have something in your old age when you're cashing out. Some people are even forcing him to go and build a house for his father, and then his father will be collecting rent and screaming. I'm like, have you people heard his own side of the story? Has he told you people what is going on with him and both of them? Or, sometimes people will help, but then, or start up something, but they will just squander the money because they don't know how that money came about, because their kid now made it in life. So there's just many sides to the story, but I feel like a lot of people crucified him before even hearing his own side of the story. And another thing that bothered me is this family members that takes to social media to go and call out another family member. What kind of thing is that? Since when family matters are now things that you go and be discussing on social media with the whole world, that you just sit down and start inviting everybody into the situation? Okay, if you feel like Ashake is not taking care of you, you know how to get to Ashake as Ashake's father. You know people to send. There's always family members. We have like the elders in the family and people like that, that if you're not allowed in his home, let's say both of you are having a misunderstanding, you can send one of those, one or two, that can go and talk to him on your behalf if you need help and things like that. See if he can reconsider his decisions that he has made. So I felt like these people were out of place with the kind of things that they were, saying. So let's quickly go over to this. Let me see if I can get those stuff and pull them up, because I feel like this is really, embarrassing.
bàbá tẹ̀lé bàbá tó bí mi bàtà lọ́dún sí Malu alas Malu òun lè pẹ̀lú Ahmed ọdún sí ló jẹ́ ọlọ́ládé àyè Babátúndé ní bàbá ẹ̀ èmi tí mo dùn ní gbogbo dùn ní
So he's speaking Yoruba.
náà mo dẹ̀ fi sí èmi mo tọ́ dàgbà èèyàn kọ́kọ́ bá ń tọ́ dàgbà bọ̀dù ìgbà tó dúpọ̀ ti fún mi ò ráyè tó mọ́ mo tí ìpè láti gbọ́ níjọ́ ni kò gbé fóònù mi sí kò gbé fóònù mi rárá.
Okay. All right. So he's speaking Yoruba, and we all don't understand. So I'll just read what this blogger did, which they would have translated. And he said, Justin, truly, a father should never. This one is saying a father should never. It said, truly, a father should never stop taking care of his son. But I fell sick and I could not take care of myself. Not at Not to talk of Ashake, I have been calling him since 2022 and he has never responded back to me. Ashake's father, speak out again. So that's what they're alleging that he said on this talk now, okay? So now, one thing I want to say is, if you've not done what you were supposed to do, okay, this is your own side of the story. And I don't know who really pushed him to sit and make this recording for them to post on social media, because I feel like this is a situation. If he's not been picking since 2022, then something must have happened, okay? And if it feels like you abandoned him or you didn't take care of him, this is the time that you send the elders in the family to go over to where Ashake is staying and have a conversation with Ashake. And through them, you can explain yourself that, well, it's not as if I abandoned you, but I was sick. That, because that's what Ashake's father is saying, that he was sick. That's why he could not take care of Ashake anymore, because he couldn't even take care of himself. So that was what happened, in his own words. So if they are able to convince Ashake to sit down and have a talk, then they can all sit down as a family and allow Ashake's father to explain, and let Ashake also explain how he feels, because sometimes the people don't take into consideration how the children feel. It's always, you don't know what your father is going through, you don't know what your mother is going through, you don't know what this one. Well, have you asked yourself what the child is also going through? You know, and he must have grown up with that feeling that they didn't care about his own feeling and everything. So now that somehow luck, God has blessed him with money, you know, gave him this talent to sing, and some of his songs has gone viral. He's performing every day, doing shows and things like that, and he's making money in return. He might just feel like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and live my life. I'm not bothered. I'm not going to be bothered about these people, you know, not caring that, no, not minding that one of that person that he decided to leave behind is his father, you know. So getting to the bottom of the whole story will actually help you to understand better. But a lot of people just jumped into conclusion, started making videos. We can't believe this. Ashake, you have money. You're all over social media. You're enjoying your life. You're one of the big top Afrobeat singers now. And how is it that your father looks the way he looks? Why your father is begging for healthcare funds and things like that? And people just continued bashing him that he could not even hold it anymore. And then he did a video where he was also singing in Yoruba. I don't know if I can find that particular one. Give me a second. Uh, uh, if I can find the one where Ashake was also singing, because maybe the that's the one Ashake was wearing green outfit. So Ashake also, and came out and said that he was abandoned and things like that. So this is Ashake singing. So this was how Ashake came out with his own response after seeing the video of his father saying the things that his father said, and people were already jumping into conclusion without hearing his own side of the story. They've already concluded that Ashake was guilty of something. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Please like the live stream. Like the live stream. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Like the live stream. Give us a thumbs up. That helps us a lot. And subscribe, share, and turn on your bell notification. Thank you so very much as you do so. Now, back to what we were saying. So now, people, I saw a lot of, or some of the Yoruba actors, public figures, I don't know, public, I'll just call them public because some of them, I don't even know what they do. I just know that they said they are popular, but I really don't know them. So they came out and they were busy running their mouth. We can't believe. One was saying somebody should link him up to Ashake's father or send account number. In my mind, if you want to do that one, if you do them privately, self, you know, even need to come drop comment online to be screaming what I don't know. Contact the person that was interviewing Ashake's father, and through the person, you can send whatever you want to send. But everybody just likes to, a lot, not everybody, sorry, a lot of people just like to jump on cases like this and try to show that they are philanthropists and this and that and that. Take several seats. I'm like, if we've not heard from Ashake, let's not start condemning Ashake because we don't know. Okay, some parents can overdo. Maybe the man was busy grooving his life when he was strong, healthy, and healthy. He would be enjoying his life all around, and then later on, when they are old, they will not be looking for who will be doing all of that. A lot of men do that. A lot of people. Okay, not only men, women, and also do that. So we cannot judge anybody without hearing the full story. For somebody to say, "I'm not going to care for my father," something must have happened that this person is not able to forgive. Some people are able to forgive and say, even though you're terrible, or you didn't do anything for me, I'm still just going to once in a while send something. And there are people that do that once in a while, or every other month they will send, no matter how little it is, no matter how little. If it's 5,000, if it's 100,000, if it's 200,000, they will just still send, for their parents, and they will still tell them, "I am not doing this because you did anything, but I'm just doing this because of God." But if Ashake falls in the category of people that feels like you didn't do anything for me, so I don't owe you anything, what can we do now? You're coming to say, well, truly, somebody should not abandon their child. And I'm looking at people that are saying, build the house, let him be collecting rent. And I asked the question, when the man was young, what was he doing with his energy? Why is everybody now dragging Ashake? Oh, at least give him money or build the house for him so he will be landlord collecting rent. Or Gawa, build house for yourself when you've been young. This is the thing that keeps going generations to generations to generations. It's been for centuries and centuries upon centuries where people are just waiting. People will be busy doing whatever they want to do. And then when you're old, then the children have to do everything, carry the load of a father that didn't do what he was supposed to do. Some of them will use their money and go and be gallivanting with all the big nyashes they could find when they were young. And then later on now, is the child that will come and build house to give you rent. Is the child that's going to do everything. There are people that were able to, when they were still working, they were able to save up and build up something. Even if it's small, they will be collecting rent there. And whenever pension comes, all that is able to sustain them until the day they join their ancestors. Or some have set up businesses where they can actually use that to sustain themselves until they join their ancestors. Nobody should be pressuring anybody. We don't know what the Ashake is going to. Let's not jump into conclusion that, Ashake is so bad that he has so much money and everything and he's not helping. Do you know the demons Ashake is battling in his private life? Do you know how that some might be connected to what he experienced as a child with his parents? Some people are not saying, and his mother left him and ran away, but now his mother is the one that he's taking care of. And look, you people don't know. So if people are suggesting that the mother ran away, then the father was also admitting somehow that at some point he could not take care of Ashake. So Ashake was probably taking care of himself, or he was staying with family members. And you know how staying with family members can be. Some family members are so horrible where they mistreat their relatives' kids that lives with them so bad. So you think if Ashake has gone through all of this and he leaves, he's going to look back. A lot of people don't look back when they've gone through all of this. So all these people that are acting all self-righteous and whatnot, take several seats, okay? If you want to go and help the man, go find the man and give the man money, but don't condemn the guy. If the guy wants to tell his story, when he feels comfortable, he would. I don't like this idea that family members will just sit in front of camera with strangers and record. You put your family member on the table and record it for the whole world. It's not as if you're talking to a friend that both of you are discussing and you're just explaining your issues, what you're facing and things like that. That's you on somebody talking one-on-one. Quite different from somebody putting camera in your face, knowing fully well that will be posted on social media for the whole world to see. And you're busy running, "Oh, my son abandoned me. He doesn't pick my call since 2022. He doesn't do this." What are the elders in the family doing? Or you people's family, you people are so disorganized that you don't have anybody that can call anybody to order. Nobody can find Ashake and sit Ashake down and talk to Ashake and make Ashake to see reasons why he should send, even if it's 200,000 every month to his father. His father had to come online, and now people are acting like, oh, and that's just not the okay. So then this Ashake singing says breaking news. You can't please everyone. That's what Ashake was saying. So you can't please everyone in his singing. So you can't please the world. But anything you are doing, just do it for God. My own father want to cajole me. My own father want to cajole me, and I have sent so much money to him. I have struggled for so many years, but they want to make life to tire me. Ashake finally speaks out. So that's what they said. He said, so all of that he was singing in the song, probably that's what Ashake was trying to say. So you can imagine For somebody to even go as far as to say they won't make life tire me. Not the one now that Asake will go and do something. Now people will not start screaming, but you people would have left him alone. Oh, you people would have left him alone. Why is the father comfortable sitting down and running his life story? The same thing Mohbad's father is doing too. Bring documents for me, bring this one for me, do this one for me. Why my son go buy why my son go buy land for him pikin name? Which kind of thing be that? Me, I no buy land for my pikin name. This over entitlement is getting out of hands now. If you did not hustle when you were young, omo, relax there. They make hunger, they buy you, and no fish out. Do you understand? You know, I know. You know. Okay, so I'm like, what is all this? Why some fathers just come out and they are screaming on top of their lungs, looking into their child's pocket? You, what happened to your own pocket? Look now that Ashake is saying he suffered a lot, he struggled a lot, and he's also saying he sent a lot of money. And maybe he has evidence, maybe he has receipts to prove that he has sent a lot of money also. Or maybe his father is just a difficult person. And these kind of people, that's how they behave. Look at Mohbad's father wearing a yop cloth like he was born yesterday. 2 minutes ago, he was a pastor. Now he's a yop singing and looking for all Mohbad's clothes to wear and everything and pretend. Now you won't come to leave your this thing. Mohbad made a good decision. I'm just using that as an example because maybe Ashake's father too is not far from that kind of. We've seen so many parents that behave like that. Meanwhile, if you go and check their age grade now, there are some of them that were able to start up something and they have all those olden days kind of houses that they give out for rent, even if it's face me, I face you, or whatever they have, but at least they have something, or they built something close to the market where people rent and use it as shops for the market and they collect rent every month. They've done something for themselves, so they don't even wait for their children. Their children want to help them, they help them. Their children don't want to help them, nothing concern them. When you sit down in front of the whole world, interview and talk, my son does not pick my call since 2022. My child does not do this one. My child does not do that one. They should cut this Ashake some slack. Seriously, they should cut the guy some slack. Let me see. Where's the Hold on, I want to see the other video. And then while we're still talking about Ashake's father, coming online and discussing this whole thing, what was the next thing we saw? The next thing we saw was a whole photo of family. It's almost like Ashake's father, aunties, uncles. They even listed one as a baby mama, all seated, granting interview and talking. And I'm like, hold on. We're still complaining about one person coming out who happens to be Ashake's father. Now we have how many family members? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is it 8? Plus the one they listed as baby mama. And as for the one that listed as baby mama, I just hope you're not gluing to those people because now Ashake. To this app. So, I'm like, wait a minute. Ashake's father coming out to air the family issues out alone is not even a good idea. And now the whole family now is now here discussing this. So this, I guess, this is an auntie. What needful? Ashake the own. This is the family. So they're busy here singing. The lady that spoke, I want to believe that's the auntie, saying she's not going to go into Ashake's mom's talk, but the Ashake should do the needful. Are you commanding him? Ashake is, I believe, is someone of a certain age, so nobody can force him to say anything. Looking at the photos here, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people plus Ashake's father, 9, and they're all here sitting down with their full chest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, is female, the rest are male. Able-bodied men that are not deformed in any way, except Ashake's father, that maybe he's blind because it seems like his eye is something. But we've seen a lot of blind people that can walk very well. They function very well. They can do their business, you know, and handle themselves very well, even though they are blind. They're not on the street begging. Not every blind person is out there begging. You know, some of them want to walk with their hand and they hustle and they work and they are very good at what they do. So there is even no excuse, including Ashake's father. So all these able-bodied people, they're all waiting for Ashake, because how is it if they now, why don't they help their brother if Ashake choose not to help his father? I'm not saying that's a good thing, but why bash the man because he did not send more money? But Ashake already admitted that he sent a lot of money. And why didn't they do something with the lot of money that Ashake said he has sent if he truly sent those money? Now that all of them as families, they are out here trying to paint him to look like this horrible person that people are now dragging him on social media. Is this going to save anything? It's only going to make people to donate money. But these people don't know that they have just put themselves on the spotlight, because now somebody will go and start up a GoFundMe for them or something like that, and they will start raising money for these people. God help them that they don't use this money to do something important and they surface again later on, or somebody go back after a year or 2 years to check on them and they're back to square one. Then Ashake would have been proven right that he's been sending money and they squandered the whole money. They didn't do anything useful. Now people are promising, I'm going to send this, I'm going to send. And we know this kind of people now, they will use that one to trend online. So the one that will send 1 million will come and post about it, or maybe post receipt. I sent 1 million. This one I say I sent this, I donated this, I donated that. People will now calculate all the whole money that they made during this period that they came to throw their son under the bus, and then they will see. Seriously, it is embarrassing. I don't even want to talk much. I just want to say people should stop with this entitlement. When you're young, when you have the energy, when the sun is still up, that's the time for you to hustle. Put things on ground so that your old age you will not be disturbing your children. Okay, let your children have their own life, because they will have their own children, they will start their own family too. Don't put too much load on their head that they have to take care of you and take care of their own family and take care of themselves and take care of everybody. What is it now? What is it? When you were young, you were busy gallivanting or doing whatever you were doing. And a lot of people do this. They just do live anyhow they want to live, expecting their children to be the one to do everything. A child that can do will do. The one that has done a lot and feels like he's tired should not be brought on social media to be embarrassed like this. I feel really sorry and bad for the Ashake, because we don't even know what's going on with Ashake, what plans Ashake has for himself and his future kids and things like that. And as for the baby mama, hope they're not keeping you there to sit there and wait for Ashake. Yeah, Ashake will come marry you. Oh, Ashake will come do this one. You better go and start up your own life somewhere. If both of you do have a child together, just focus on the child. If he's not going to take care of, go and look for a way that they will get him to be on a child support. I don't know if we have that system, but if it's his child, he knows it's his child, he needs to take care of his child. That's a different case. But do not sit there waiting for him. Go get a life. You're a very beautiful woman. That's the first thing I noticed. The lady they tagged as Ashake's baby mama, with no makeup, with no nothing, natural beauty and everything. I hope she can go and start up something, and don't ever allow them to bring you into this kind of nonsense that you have to come and stand or sit there to hear them complain and bash Ashake. And if you happen to be the mother of Ashake's son or daughter, your child will grow up in the future and see you sitting down there here listening to your in-laws talking nonsense about their father. You know. So it is really horrible. That being said, I'm just going to round this live stream right here, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.